Honorable Chancellor, sir, a very good and warm morning to everyone assembled here. I am Taru Mamadou Lamin, and I am the Master of Ceremony for this program. The program would be starting shortly, and we would appreciate it if you could kindly switch your mobile phones to silent mode and be courteous to those around you by refraining from talking aloud. During the presentation of graduates, we encourage you to express your pride by applauding and cheering. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, graduation day is always a day of rejoicing, for it marks the conclusion of an educational journey and the commencement of another more uncertain and more difficult part of man's quest for a better life and future. Truly, today signifies the culmination of many years of hard work in the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Knowledge that will enable a person to embrace opportunities and take on challenges with clear vision and purpose. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 14th convocation ceremony of the University of the Gambia. Your Excellency, Chancellor of the University of the Gambia, members of the Council, the Senate, Section 2 of the Tertiary and Higher Education Act 2016 stipulates that the Chancellor is the titular head of a public university, and he shall preside over ceremonial assemblies of the university and confer degrees and other academic awards of that university. Therefore, in conformity with the law cited, I respectfully call on the Chancellor, His Excellency President Adama Barrow, to constitute this assembly as a convocation of the University of the Gambia for the purpose of conferring degrees, diplomas, and certificates of the University of the Gambia.
By the authority vested in me by Section 8, Cap 2 of the Tertiary and Higher Education Act 2016, I hereby constitute this assembly, the 14th convocation of the University of the Gambia for the conferment of degrees, diplomas, and certificates of the University of the Gambia.
Thank you, Chancellor. With that pronouncement by the Honorable Chancellor, the stage is now set for the event to proceed. Honorable Chancellor, sir, members of the Council and the Senate, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I now respectfully invite the Chairman of Council, Mr. Matthew Pindur, to address the convocation. Let us put our hands together for Mr. Matthew Pindur.
Honorable Chancellor, Your Excellency Adama Barrow, President of the Republic of the Gambia, Deputy Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, other Ministers of State here present, Chairman of the National Assembly Select Committee on Education and Training, Honorable Members of the National Assembly, Secretary to the Cabinet, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, permanent secretaries, regional governors, Vice Chancellor and members of the Governing Council and Senate of the UTG, heads of parastatals, mayors, chairpersons of regional councils, Sefolu, Alkalolu, venerable religious leaders, graduate staff and students of the University of the Gambia, ladies and gentlemen. It is my special privilege to welcome you all to the 14th convocation ceremony of the University of the Gambia. We are grateful that you have considered it important to honor us with your presence, even under the present volatile circumstances of the COVID-19 pandemic. We urge that we all obey the health protocols that the situation demands. Every effort will be made not to keep you here longer than necessary. The Governing Council is particularly pleased to congratulate the Chancellor, His Excellency Adama Barrow, on his re-election as President of the Republic. We wish Your Excellency a very successful second term, and we are excited by the belief that this can only mean a reinforcement of your already strong commitment to the welfare and advancement of the University of the Gambia. As a new council under the Tertiary and Higher Education Act 2016, we wish to rededicate ourselves to our national duty to grow and protect the interests of the university. Let me also take this opportunity to publicly welcome the Vice Chancellor, Professor Herbert Robinson, who assumed duty just some 8 weeks ago. His appointment marks a significant find in the treasure trove of highly qualified Gambian academics and experts in the diaspora. We are sure that Professor Robinson will shine. We express our appreciation of Professor Robinson's preference to serve country over the more lucrative option available to him at the time of his acceptance of our offer. We assure him of the Council's support towards the realization of his vision for the advancement of the UTG. Professor Robinson succeeds Professor Fakir Mohamed Anjum, whose tenure ended in September 2021. We thank Professor Anjum for his services to the university and the Gambia at large. We wish him the best in all his future endeavors. Honorable Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want you to join me in thanking Dr. Aminata Sile, who delivered this year's convocation lecture on Saturday, 26 February 2022 at the Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara International Conference Center. Because of urgent business back in the USA, she could not stay on to attend today's ceremony. The lecture was on the youth, a subject very much in the limelight in our daily discourse in national politics and economic and social forums. Her topic, the role of the youth in shaping the future of the Gambia, stolen future or opportunity for bold leadership. Scanning through a worldwide view on youth, but anchoring on the Gambian context, Dr. Sila gave a brilliant analysis of the contribution of the youth and their potential for greater involvement in all areas of national development. Our proposal on strategies for the way forward could provide a useful guide for formulators and implementers of youth policy at all levels. Dr. Aminata Sila, if you are online listening to us, congratulations and thank you for answering this call to national duty. There is no doubt that you have inspired our youth, most especially our graduating young ladies. Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, in our midst today are distinguished academics from beyond our national borders. They are representatives of some of our partner institutions. We have a two-man team from Forabe College, University of Sierra Leone, led by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Fode Sarr. From Obafemi Awolowo University, Nigeria, there is Vice Chancellor, Professor Ogunbodede Eitope. Our cooperation with this university is in our PhD Public Administration degree course. From much further afield, from Gaziantep University in Turkey, we have Mohammed Musa Budak, Secretary General or Vice Chancellor of that university. Then from nearer home, Gaston Berger University in St. Louis has a 5-man delegation led by Professor Usman Chare. Gaston Berger has become an important cornerstone in our postgraduate programs. They help run our master's degree courses in mathematics, statistics, and telecommunications. On behalf of the UTG community, I heartily welcome our visiting friends to the Smiling Coast. I hope they'll have an enjoyable short stay. Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the past year was one of mixed fortunes at the UTG. The many successes recorded were overshadowed by the bad publicity that resulted from the industrial action by the University Staff Association. Unfortunately, because of irreconcilable differences between the association and the governing council on issues which had legal implications, the matter had to be referred to the courts for a final resolution. The dispute triggered some student unrest, but that was quickly and amicably resolved. We thank the student executive and body for their show of maturity, and the Chancellor for his fruitful intervention that took care of a major demand, buses for ease of transportation of students. Let me at this juncture recognize the excellent work of Professor Per Gomez, who headed the 3-month interregnum, and his supporting senior management staff and faculty. The Governing Council is grateful that they were able to steady the ship at that critical period. We also want to put on record our appreciation of the unflinching support of the Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, and the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Vice Chancellor will give a report on the more positive developments in the university in the past year. Except that I must highlight the enormous contribution of the federal government of Nigeria to the strengthening of the academic standing of the University of the Gambia. Currently, we have 30 Nigerian Technical Aid Corps volunteers, most of whom are of professorial rank and senior lecturers. They fill important gaps and headship positions in different schools of the university. This technical assistance scheme for the UTG has been running now for several years. We are most grateful to the people of Nigeria for their invaluable support in this important sector in our national development. Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today principally to celebrate our youth for their achievements after several years of hard work. The COVID-19 pandemic made that period largely difficult, added to which were the disruptions and tensions that marred the final months of their preparation for this day. But as the saying goes, all's well that ends well. to the class of 2021, we congratulate you and your parents and families and friends on this joyous occasion. We at the university believe we have built a foundation in you that prepares you for the world of work and leadership in whatever life's endeavor you elect to engage yourself. I emphasize leadership because in our society, a university degree confers certain privileges on you or higher expectations of you at work or in your ordinary social life. The mantle of leadership invariably would fall on you. The UTG is awarding a degree based on our conclusion that you are worthy in character and learning, and so would have imbibed certain positive values. As we send you out, we strongly encourage you to believe in yourself and make meaning out of your degree. Show dedication to any responsibility that falls on your shoulders. But we caution that in your journey through life, you do not assume an arrogant sense of personal entitlement, because you will not have an exclusive birthright to any position in this country. You must be prepared to compete on a fair and level playing field and not expect to depend on leveraging the destructive aspects of cultural entitlement inherent in various connections of family, tribe, religion, or other groupings. At the same time, avoid the temptations of intellectual entitlement, because your certificate will not make you know it all. Respectfully hear out the other party's views and acknowledge their worth. We advise you to be humble and to nurture a deep sense of patriotism. We trust you would. I wish you a happy and memorable graduation day, and I thank you all for your attention.